What's up, guys? So, it's your boy, Jemboy, and another health and safety talk once again. And ngayon, pag-usapan natin, paano ba mag-identify ng hazards yung mga safety officer after ng training nila? So, una, alamin natin ano bang ibig sabihin ng hazard. So, hazard is something that has a potential that may cause harm to people and property. So, dahil alam na natin yung hazard, ang objectives ng safety officer at yan ang sasabihin niya sa management para tulungan siya mag-identify ng mga hazards. Ngayon, alamin natin, meron tayong dalawang important asset of the company. Ano ba yung dalawang important asset? So yung dalawang important asset, yan yung people and property. So people and property, ang priority natin dito yung people kasi yan yung hindi napapalitan. So isa lang yung buhay ng people and then yung property natin napapalitan yan, nafi-fix. So dahil alam niyo na yung dalawang important asset ng company, alamin natin ano ba yung two broad category ng hazard. So, yung two broad category ng hazard, ito yung safety hazard at health hazard. So, yung safety hazard, ito yung ina-identify na merong immediate effect sa workplace. Pwedeng magkaroon ng injury, property damage, accident, fatality, or death. Now, yung health hazards natin, ito yung may prolonged effect sa workplace, particularly dun sa worker. So, yung health hazards na yan, meron yung dalawang klaseng illness. Yung illness na yan, that's acute and chronic. Yung acute, less than 6 months. Yung chronic naman, yun ay more than 6 months. Ngayon, dahil alam na natin yung two broad category ng hazard, meron tayong tinatawag na 4 general sources of hazard. So what are the 4 general sources of hazard? Remember the acronym PEME. PEME stands for what? People, equipment, material, environment. So yan yung mga dapat i-identify ng safety officer kasama niya yung health and safety committee. Ngayon, yung people, meron niyang pinakamataas na contribution for us to have an accident in the workplace. That's 88%. So yung 88% na yan, yan yung unsafe act ng worker. So pag hindi nila finalo yung standard operating procedures, policies and procedures, at saka yung instructions ng supervisors. So may possibility tayo na 88% pwede magkaroon ng accident. Yung equipment and material, that's 10% contribution will be from unsafe condition. If the workplace do not have any preventive maintenance, calibration, tsaka yung mga certificates na magpapatunay na yung equipment material is standard. Ngayon, papalitan natin yung mindset ng mga workers natin sa workplace. That's 98% total of unsafe act and unsafe condition na pwede natin i-resolve. So yung